If you're struggling with weight loss and maybe your blood sugar levels are not well balanced, here are my 7 tips to lower blood sugar. Okay, tip number 1 is to fix your leptin resistance. Now, if you don't know what that is, please check out my other content. So important that we're fixing this whole mechanism between our fat cells and our brain, and our metabolism and our urge to eat food even is reliant on this leptin system. Okay, tip number 2, no snacking. And this is really important because you don't want to always be spiking your blood sugar throughout the day with snacking, no matter what type of food it is, but especially after the sun has set. This is an important time not to be eating because ideally we have a low or balanced blood sugar as we're going into the later hours of the night, and this will help with our proper hormonal secretion. So things like growth hormone, things like our leptin and our melatonin is only properly secreted if we are in that lower blood sugar and insulin state. Okay, tip number 3, increase your fiber in your diet. We know that fiber is naturally occurring in foods, and fruits are a great example. They naturally have some fiber. Now, as soon as you juice that fruit, you are removing that fiber, and now that sugar from the fruit, which is a healthy sugar, is unfortunately out of balance without that fiber to help to balance that blood sugar, and that's exactly what fiber does. So make sure that you're getting enough fiber in your daily diet. There are some simple ways to do that if you're finding it hard to do it from food sources. There are some great supplements like a psyllium seed husk supplement that are fantastic to increase that daily fiber intake. Okay, tip number 4 is to block blue light. Now, we do get blue light. If you don't know what that is, blue light is artificial light, and it's higher in that blue spectrum. Even if you sit behind glass, that natural sunlight coming through the glass is going to be higher in that blue wavelength because the glass will filter out those other wavelengths of that natural full spectrum light. So this is why it's so important. If you are in front of a screen, that is blue light again. If you've got artificial lights on in your home, again, higher in that blue spectrum. So what you want to do, especially at nighttime after the sun has set, and this is based on our circadian rhythms, we want to make sure that we're blocking that blue light. So either turn off the lights, use natural light like candles or a fireplace. Red lights are even better in your home. And if you absolutely have to have lights and screens on, make sure you are wearing your blue light blocking glasses. Okay, tip number 5 to lower blood sugar is to use some herbal medicines. And I have some of my favorites. And these have actually been proven in the studies to be able to balance blood glucose and insulin levels. Okay, the first herbal medicine that I love for lowering blood sugar is African wild mango seeds. And in one study, it was found that it helped to lower C-reactive protein, which is often very high when you've got leptin resistance, which then leads to that insulin resistance. In another study, it was found that remission from metabolic syndrome and significantly reduced waist circumference was achieved with taking African wild mango seeds. So that is really promising. Love this herbal medicine. Okay, the second herb that I love is white mulberry leaf. And this has been shown to help with regulating the gene expression of leptin. Fantastic for balancing those blood glucose levels. The third herbal medicine that I love is Gymnema sylvester. And in one study, it found that it significantly suppressed the increase of body weight serum levels of lipid, insulin, and leptin. And the last of the herbal medicines that I love, muscat and grape skins, very high in antioxidants, things like resveratrol and ellagic acid, and is known to balance those blood sugar levels. So those are amazing herbs that you can use, and they don't have the negative side effects as, some of the drugs and injections and things that are out there. Okay, number 6 on my list for blood sugar, eat your carbs last. So when you are eating carbohydrates in your meal, have your proteins, your fiber, your fats first, eat your carbohydrates last, because that will lessen that insulin spike a couple hours after your meal. And that's been proven in the literature as well. Okay, and my last tip, number 7, is apple cider vinegar. So what the research shows is that having just 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar before your meals can significantly reduce your blood sugar levels, which is amazing. Again, something that's so easy to do, and you can start working this into your daily routine today. Okay, now to learn more about that leptin resistance that I mentioned, here is my video, 5 tips to fix leptin resistance. I'll see you there.